in my opinion, the most aesthetic muscle, if you could just pick one and that would be exceptional and everything else is just averagely developed, it's got to be shoulders. Shoulders, 100%. It's going to maximize your shoulder to waist ratio. It's going to make you look wider, and that's very, very important when it comes to aesthetics, maximizing that shoulder to waist ratio. So you want to be lean as well, because you want to minimize your waist, you know? And if you're lean, even if those other groups are just averagely developed, they're at least going to be defined. You know, you'll have some vascularity on those things, and just having really big shoulders is going to make you look so much wider, so much more powerful. So what you want to do with your training is sort of base it more around focusing on shoulders. Now, there's a few different muscle groups that are better to focus on in terms of aesthetics, but if you could only pick one, it would have to be shoulders. So what can you change in your training to sort of pivot it more towards building very, very impressive shoulders? You can focus more on overhead pressing rather than, horizontal pressing. So vertical pressing rather than horizontal. And then you can also do incline pressing, which will bias your shoulders a little bit more, but mostly you want to focus on pressing overhead and lateral raises. Lateral raises are going to be the key here. You want to spam the shit out of lateral raises. Very, very important. And if you just do those things, focus on vertical pressing and lateral raises, that will bring your shoulders up a whole lot and really help to improve your physique. Even if everything else is kind of mid, which you shouldn't be. You should be training everything else properly as well. But if everything is kind of mid, if you just focus on building up your shoulders and getting them as well developed as possible, you will have a more aesthetic physique.